the 2017 and newer Ford Escape. In crashworthiness test, the Ford Escape got good in moderate overlap front, the side, roof strength, and head restraint and seats. Got a poor grade in passenger side overlap front, but it got an acceptable rating on the driver's side. Headlights, acceptable rating. Child seat anchors, latch, and ease of use, marginal rating. Expect to pay somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 17 grand for the 2017 or newer Ford Escape. You want to look for all the usual recalls and stuff like that before purchasing. Make sure you do a Carfax report before you go the Ford Escape route, and have it checked over by a certified ASA certified mechanic. Okay, up next, 2016 and newer Hyundai Tucsons. Now this was a surprise for me, and but hey, the tests don't lie. In crashworthiness test, it got good remarks on all the major categories, like small overlap front on the driver's side, as well as the passenger side. Moderate overlap front, side, roof strength, head restraints, and seats, all good ratings. Does have a front crash prevention avoidance system, and it got a superior rating. Now the downside is the headlights and the child seat anchors only got acceptable ratings, which ain't bad, but it kept it from being perfect. The price point you're going to be looking at on a 2016 and newer Hyundai Tucson is going to be around 15 grand. Okay, in the midsize car category, we have the Infiniti Q50. Your models you're going to be wanting to look at on this one is 2014 and newer. Price point on these, you'll probably be in the range of 18 grand. In crashworthiness test from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, it got an acceptable rating on small overlap front in the driver's side and was not rated on the passenger side. It got good ratings for moderate overlap front, side, good ratings for roof strength, head restraints, and seats. Its crash avoidance and mitigation system for the front got a superior rating. Had no rating for baby seat anchors and stuff like that. So there again, I'm sure your teenage driver would appreciate an Infiniti Q50. Who wouldn't? But it's certainly near the top at the most expensive, so that's something to consider. Okay, up next is the 2014 newer Jeep Cherokees. I would recommend the Trailhawk package on these. You're going to be looking for a low mileage Jeep Cherokee. You're going to be looking probably in the 18 grand, 17, 18 grand range, someplace in there. In the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety ratings, crash test, crash worthiness, the small overlap front, the Jeep Cherokee got a marginal rating for driver side. Passenger side wasn't tested, but it got good ratings in the moderate overlap front, a good rating on the side, as well as roof strength and head restraints and seats. Now its crash avoidance and mitigation system for front crash prevention got a basic rating, probably the lowest as you get, but hey, at least it has one. Some of these choices have none. So I like the Jeeps. I like the all-wheel drive. And so if you have a chance to get one for your teenage driver, I'd snap it up. Okay, let's talk about the 2013 newer Subaru Outbacks. Now, for a car like this, 2013 and newer, you're going to be looking probably in the 10 to 12 grand price range. Now, the IIHS crashworthiness test, the Outback came in with an acceptable rating on the driver's side small overlap front test, but it did get good ratings on the side and moderate overlap front. No rating on the passenger side. Wrist strength and head restraints and seats also got a good rating, and as usual, their front crash prevention system got a superior rating. So doesn't surprise me with the Subaru Outbacks. Very dependable car. Be a great choice for your first car for your teen, especially if you're concerned about safety. And hey, if you wasn't concerned about the safety of these cars, you wouldn't be here on this video, watching this video right now. Good pick. Alrighty. Next up is a 2015 newer Toyota RAV4s. This car was actually a top safety pick in 2015. Expect a 2015 and newer Toyota RAV4 to run you around 14 to 16 grand for a car with low mileage and in good shape. Now, on crashworthiness test, this car got a good rating in the small overlap front on the driver's side, but it got a poor grade on the passenger side. Moderate overlap front was a good rating. The side was a good rating. Wrist strength was good. Head restraints and seats got a good rating. Has no front crash prevention, and this does have a marginal rating on the child seat anchors, latch, as well as the ease of use. So something to keep in mind if you're considering the Toyota RAV4. Also on the good side, this thing gets some pretty decent gas mileage if you're concerned about that. Unless your teenager's paying up for the gas, then you could care less, right? Okay, it's a good pick. I love these SUVs with the top safety picks. Okay, here comes a biggie. The 2007 around Toyota Tundras. Now these vehicles are going to set you back around 12 grand to start with. The older 2007 and some of the new from there. Obviously, as you get the newer models, they're going to cost you more. But this is a big, heavy vehicle, and common sense, as well as most studies, will tell you that heavier vehicles survive better in a crash. The nice thing about the Tundras is that it has the stability that the teens need. You know, they're heavy, they're wide, and crash test ratings, they got good ratings on the four major categories of moderate overlap front, side, wrist strength, and head restraints and seat. But you do want to make sure you check for recalls on these, and check the Carfax, and check with your mechanic if you can take one into your mechanic to have it checked out. But if you can find a good one there, you'll do well. They're heavy. Probably is the heaviest vehicle I have in this video right here. So if your teen wants pick up and you think they can handle it, this is a good choice. The 2007 newer Tundras. Now, here's one of my favorite for compact cars, or as some people call them midsize, but mostly only people call them mid-sized cars, are the rental companies, so they can charge you higher rates. But hey, squirrel. Okay, right now we're going to be looking at the 2015 Volkswagen Jetta. Now I love the Jettas, especially with the turbo diesel, because they will go forever on a gallon of fuel. So it was also a 2015 top safety pick, and this is important. This is why we're here. This is why you're watching the video. In crashworthiness tests, small low up front, good ratings on the driver's side, acceptable rating on the passenger side, good in the other four categories: moderate overlap front, side, roof strength, head restraint, and seat. Now, surprisingly, on the front crash prevention, the crash avoidance and mitigation system, it got a basic rating. And it also got a poor rating for child seat anchors, ease of use. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're looking at Volkswagen Jetta 2015 newer. Price, they're going to be one of the more economical cars you can get for your team. They're going to the 2015 newer models going to start you around 8-9 grand, someplace in there, and go up depending on the mileage and the condition of the car. But like I said, if you can get one of the TDIs, the thing will run all day on a gallon of gas. I mean, we're talking 40 to 50 miles per gallon of fuel. Sorry, I said gas a while ago. I meant fuel. So anyway, great pick. All right, next up, 2013 newer Volvo's XC60s. These cars, the Volvos are right up there with Subarus. They're both known to be very safe and reliable cars. You can't go wrong with them, and they are a great pick for teenagers, especially first-time drivers. They were the top safety pick in 2013. They were considered mid-sized luxury SUV. So on the crashworthiness, small overlap front, driver's side good, passenger side not rated. Got good on the other four categories, which are moderate overlap front, side, roof strength, head restraints, and seats. Their crash avoidance and mitigation system on the front crash prevention got a superior rating. And now I will say from personal experience, you do want to have your ASA certified mechanic check these things out, but they are a dependable vehicle and a great choice for a first car for your teenager. So keep that in mind when you're searching those used car classifieds for the Volvo. Okay, let's go with another top safety pick in 2013, and this is going to be in the mid-size car category. This is going to be the 2013 Volkswagen Passat. This is probably the most economical car in the safety car videos you'll find for teens. It's going to start you probably, you should be able to find these in $6,000 to $8,000 range, but one with low to moderate mileage and in good condition. Crashworthiness, small over front, it got acceptable rating. Passenger side wasn't rated. The other four categories: moderate overlap front, side, roof strength, head restraints, and seats, all got good ratings. And it either doesn't have a crash avoidance and mitigation system, or it was not tested. The folks at the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety has a not available rating, so I'm assuming it doesn't. But this is a great car for your team to start off with. If you can find the one with the turbo diesel package, Your teen's going to love it because it will go forever on a gallon of diesel fuel. But they can be hard to find. They get snapped up really quickly, and I would steer clear of one with over 250 or 300,000 miles. If you can find a TDI for less than 200,000 miles, I think you'd be doing great, because those things will go forever. And Volkswagen is known for safe cars, so keep that in mind if you're looking for an economical, safe car for your